Welcome to Motor Authority, 2026 Egypt Rocket, where today, we take you on an exclusive journey into the world of the Egypt rocket, a powerful symbol of innovation, ambition, and the future of space travel. Designed and engineered by a dedicated team of Egyptian scientists, engineers, and aerospace experts, this rocket represents the bold vision of an emerging space program that's determined to leave a mark on the global stage. The Egypt rocket is not just a technological achievement, it's a national statement. It tells the world that Egypt is not only watching the new space race but is actively participating, building, and launching. From the first sketch on paper to the final bolt tightened at the launch site near the Western Desert, every step of this rocket's journey has been a story of challenge, resilience, and breakthrough. Standing over 65 meters tall, the Egypt rocket is built for low Earth orbit missions, satellite deployments, and research payloads. But what truly sets it apart is its hybrid propulsion system. Unlike traditional rockets that rely solely on liquid or solid fuel, this beast uses a combination of eco-friendly liquid methane and a proprietary solid booster mixture developed specifically to reduce emissions and improve fuel efficiency. That means less environmental impact, more power, and longer mission durations. Let's talk about numbers. The Egypt rocket generates over 5,000 kilonewtons of thrust at liftoff. That's enough to lift nearly 25 tons of payload straight into orbit. And it does all this while maintaining a launch cost estimated at 30% less than most competitors in the same class. This cost efficiency is part of a broader strategy to attract international partners, encourage satellite startups, and build regional cooperation across Africa and the Middle East. What's inside the Egypt rocket is just as impressive. The avionics bay houses a state-of-the-art AI navigation system capable of making real-time course corrections without any ground interference. This autonomous system ensures that if the rocket strays even slightly from its programmed path, it can readjust on the fly, a vital feature for mission success and safety. Onboard telemetry is handled by a robust communication suite designed to withstand high radiation environments, ensuring constant data transmission even in low Earth orbit. The rocket's payload fairing, a critical part of the design, features advanced thermal shielding, protecting sensitive cargo from the intense heat during atmospheric exit. Now, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture. The Egypt rocket is not a one-off experiment. It's the flagship of a growing initiative, the Egyptian space program, which plans to launch a series of rockets and deploy up to 12 new satellites by 2030. These satellites will support telecommunications, agricultural monitoring, water management, and national security. In fact, the first official mission of the Egypt rocket is already scheduled for late 2026. It will carry two satellites, HORES-2 and NILESAT-XA, aimed at improving internet connectivity across rural regions in Egypt and neighboring countries. This mission alone could bring transformative change to education, healthcare, and communication systems across North Africa. What's truly inspiring is the homegrown nature of this entire project. Over 75% of the rocket's components were manufactured locally, from structural alloys to electronic systems. Egyptian universities and research centers played a key role in testing materials, developing software, and even training the launch crew. This level of local involvement is rare in the world of aerospace, where most countries rely heavily on imports and international contractors. But Egypt is doing things differently. They're building expertise from within. They're creating jobs, investing in STEM education, and laying the groundwork for a sustainable aerospace industry. And with the successful static fire tests already completed earlier this year, the excitement is growing fast. National pride is running high, and for good reason. The Egypt rocket is more than a machine, it's a symbol of possibility. So what comes next? The roadmap includes reusable rocket stages, similar to what companies like SpaceX have pioneered. Egypt's engineers are already testing a return-to-launch site mechanism that would allow the first stage booster to land safely back on Earth using retractable fins and a reverse thrust engine. If successful, this would make Egypt the first African nation to develop partial reusability in space launch vehicles. International collaborations are also on the horizon. Talks are underway with space agencies in Europe, India, and Brazil to launch joint missions, share data, and build interoperable satellite systems. Egypt's geographical position gives it unique orbital launch advantages, making it an attractive partner for countries looking to diversify their launch sites. But none of this would matter without public support. That's why outreach programs, educational broadcasts, and space science festivals are being organized nationwide. The goal? To inspire the next generation of engineers, coders, and dreamers who will carry the flame of Egypt's space journey into the decades ahead. Here at Motor Authority, we've seen a lot of rockets. But few carry the weight of history, culture, and aspiration quite like this one. The Egypt rocket is the beginning of a new era, not just for Egypt, but for the entire African continent. It shows that with vision, investment, and courage, anything is possible. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the future of transportation and technology. This is Motor Authority, and we'll see you on the next launch.